okay? The next step of the process would be to drill hole sizes in your wall plates, to match your TV stand bracket. So first, map out the holes using a pencil, on the TV bracket, so you can identify the holes that need drilling. Center punch the holes before you start drilling, so that the centrifugal action of the drill doesn't spin the drill bit off. And to save yourself on time, quality, and cost, do not use your wooden bits, your masonry bits, or your high-speed steel bits. To drill through metal, use your Cobalt jobber drill set, okay, to drill through metal. It makes your life a lot more easier. You'd get through the metal bit in no time, as opposed to using your conventional drill bits, to drill through metal, where you run the risk of, damaging the carbon brushes in your drill due to excessive wear and tear, damaging your drill bit or your drill bit snapping, damaging your component aesthetically due to misdrilling or using the wrong drill bit, with the quality compromised, as well as cost of the material, as well as losing out on time where you've been drilling for protracted periods without getting anywhere. So it's important that you use or utilize the right drill bits, okay, which is a Cobalt, okay? So first, ensure that your wall plate is clamped, at both ends. Make sure that you've marked out the holes that you want to drill. And then subsequently, center punch, the wall plate holes that you want to drill through. And once you're done with the prepping, pre-drill the holes first before you open up the holes with a larger sized drill bit. So in this case, I will be drilling it off with a size 3, pre-drilling with a size 3 before I open the hole up with a size 6. So first, insert your drill bit size 3 into the chuck of your drill, okay? Secure it into position. Ensure that it's sat perpendicular to the chuck of the drill at 90 degrees, okay? If it's not, realign it, okay? Because if your drill bit isn't sat in the chuck properly, if it's not, right at the center, you could snap your drill bit when drilling through metal, okay? Or any other piece of material. Doesn't matter if it's, a Cobalt drill bit. If it's your HSS, your wood bits, or your masonry bit, you could snap your drill bit, okay? Ensure the knob on the right hand side is facing down and you squeeze on the trigger and that, starts drilling. Set the button to 2 if you're drilling and to 1 if you're screwing, okay? But we're drilling, so we need to set the button to 2. And you can twist this knob to auto, or you can set it to manually drill, okay? It's pretty much up to you how you want to work through the process. You don't need the hammer drill, okay? You're not drilling through concrete, okay? Like I said at switch 2, you're drilling through, okay? That's what we need, okay? Also make sure that when you're drilling through your holes, you drill at a 90-degree angle. Don't, slant the drill when you're drilling through, okay? And once you're done, with the pre-drilling of holes, you change the drill bit, from a size 3 to a size 5, 4, or 6, depending on, the relative speed at which you want to open up your holes, okay? Basic idea is that if you want to open up a larger hole, start progressively from a smaller hole to a mid hole and to a larger hole, okay? And so you can see I've chosen to go progressively from a size 3 to size 4 and now to a size 6, okay? And that's the progress or the rate at which I prefer to drill out them holes or open up them holes. Switching speeds for drilling and screwing in walls and wood are not exactly set in stone. You would normally drill with a 2 and screw with a 1, but this hypothesis doesn't exactly hold when it comes to drilling through metals, as we use both switching speeds 1 and 2. For drill bits greater than 6.5 mil or 1/4 of an inch, use speeds 1, which is a much slower speed. And for smaller drill bits, utilize or vary the speed to a switch 2, which is a much faster speed, okay? So, when drilling with any of the drill bits from 1.5 mil to 5.5 mil, I would be utilizing the switching speed 2, which is a much faster speed for anywhere between 1.5 to 5.5. And for the 6 or 6.5 mil and greater, or 1/4 inch and greater, I would be utilizing or varying the speed to 1, okay, which is a much slower speed. I haven't got cotton oil to dip the drill bit in, so I'll be improvising or utilizing the hydraulic fluid, which is a cooling, soothing lubricant. and also a power transfer device. For drill bits greater than 6mm or 6.5mm, you should vary your speed to switch 1. Using switch 2 essentially means that your drill bit spins a lot faster. There is increased friction as it takes off the metal profile. Your drill bit gets really soft and you ruin your drill bit. So, especially for larger drill bits of more than 6mm, lubricate the drill bit. Drill at 90 degrees and push down hard. You can apply the cotton oil to the metal piece and the drill bit as well, okay? We use setting 1 to drill larger drill bits because it's low speed and high torque. The lesser the speed, the lesser the friction, the lesser the heat. The more the speed, the more the spinning, the more the heat transferred to the drill bit, and that could ruin your drill bit, okay? So here, I have clamped the wall plate at both ends, as well as having mapped out certain holes that I want to drill through. I have opened up 2 holes already to 6mm, but I want to show you how I drill them. So at first, I will be piloting one of them holes, with a 3mm drill bit. I have also run it back, from one end of the vice clamp to the other end to capture all of the chips, that come off, the metal plate whilst drilling, but you don't need to do this, okay? And like I said, I've marked out certain positions, off of the TV bracket onto the wall plate. For the pilot hole 3mm drill bit, vary the speed to 2 and press on the knob, to the side downwards so that the drill bit spins downwards, okay, as opposed to spinning in the opposite direction. So even when you've got it on the high speed torque 2 setting, squeeze on the trigger gently and push the drill downwards with a gentle force whilst drilling through the metal. And so at this stage, I'm squeezing on the trigger gently and I'm pushing down really lightly, and you can see I've got like a powdery foam coming off, the wall plate. And as I start to push, slightly harder, slightly forcefully, towards the wall plate, you start to see chips emanating from the drilled hole. Push down and squeeze on the trigger a little bit more to get more chips out of the wall plate, and straight through I've managed to pilot drill my hole. When you're getting the drill out from the hole, make sure that knob is switched onto the opposite direction, which indicates an upward movement, so that your drill bit doesn't get jammed in the hole and it doesn't split or break. The next step would be to select the 6mm larger sized drill bit. And I can just about work out the final hole size by latching, the screw onto the drill bit and just trying to work out, what the actual hole size is, because the screw will be going through the hole, okay? The screw and the drill are just about 6mm, so I'm quite confident that I've got the right drill bit size, okay? So I've chucked that into the chock of the drill and I'll be drilling through the pilot-sized hole. I have varied the speed to 1, which essentially is for this larger size drill bit. So essentially I'm drilling through a heavy gauge cold rolled steel, okay? So if my drill bit gets, slightly hot, I would be using, the hydraulic fluid to cool it down, apply more pressure so that it chips away at the hotter metal profile, so that as I push down with more force, my Cobalt drill bit, chips away more at the cooler steel profile as opposed to, the hotter steel profile. So essentially low speed, high torque, push down, lesser friction. And if you get some hydraulic or cooling lubricant, onto your drill bit and it's smoky or quite hot, then you need to press down a lot more further or harder against the cold rolled steel. And as you can see, I'm opening up the 3mm pre-drilled hole size to the final hole size, which is 6mm. Okay, that shows that my chock is slightly loose, so I'll tighten it, make sure it's perpendicular, switch on the knob, in the opposite direction, then get out, the drill bit. And so you can see the chips from the first, second and third hole. I've got a couple of more holes to do, but you get the hang of it, don't you? But if I decide to use my wood bit or my high-speed drill bit, I'd get a totally different result. So here, I will be piloting with a 3mm HSS steel bit. So I will be running this HSS bit through one of the 3-off holes here. And if you're drilling through and your drill bit seems wobbly, it means that it's not been set properly in the chock, drill at 90 degrees, and if it's wobbly, take the drill bit out and reset, the drill bit in the chuck. And despite readjusting the drill bit in the chuck, it's still wobbly. There's little or no traction with regards to drilling through the hole, so you could be here forever. So I can't stress it enough, it is really important to use the right drill bit to drill through metal or steel. But see how easy it gets once we switch to a 3mm Cobalt drill set. Vary the speed to switch to squeeze on the trigger, and almost immediately we get traction and chipping away from the steel surface or the profile, and we get our drilled hole. Repeat and reproduce the process, swap the 3mm for a 6mm and open up the hole. But remember to vary the speed to switch 1. Push down and squeeze gently on the trigger, okay? And keep drilling till we open up our final hole size. And if your screw or bolt doesn't fit inside, get the drill bit back in there and drill around the sides of the hole. Repeat and reproduce the process for other subsequent holes, and with time you will develop the skills required to drill through. You can drill from the underside of the bracket to give it a rounded, fine finish. Repeat as required for the other holes so that you do not have chip bits hanging from the underside. Take the wall plate from the vise and test to see if your screws fit in through them holes. And that's pretty much all them 6 holes drilled in their respective locations. So the holes on the wall bracket matches the TV stand bracket, and that is what we want, okay?